Hello and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. It's now Friday the 23rd of February and I'm heading home at, it's actually 5 o'clock, would you believe? Come in, moving quick. So yes, 5 o'clock, heading home. Have a busy week at work. So last weekend, Saturday, pretty much entire of Saturday, aside from doing a bit of cooking and a bit of food shopping, was spent typing up the vlog post for Steemit, and doing obviously all the gifts from the video footage as well. So yeah, it turned into quite an epic adventure, that one. Come on, do you know? So yeah, that was a bit of a something on fire. It looks like a building, or it could be. No, it could be some waste ground. It could be just having a garden fire or something. Oh, pay attention to the cars, Robert, not the fire. That's not going to be good, is it? Why did you crash into the back of the car? I was too busy looking at the fire up on the hills. I don't know if the dash cam will catch that or not, but we shall see. So yes, the Saturday, my whole. I mean, thing is, I did actually manage to get a early night on the Friday in the end, so that was quite good, and I ended up getting up at 6 because I was on the Friday night. I was supposed to do a my Coffee of the World post on Steemit, and I was just too tired. I was just, the Friday, I don't know, I think it got to about 10 o'clock and my eyes were just sort of closing, and I was just like, no, I'm not going to get it up tonight. So Mrs. I'm not going to get the post done tonight, so I'll do it. I thought I'll get to sleep and maybe get up a bit earlier and get a full day on it, because I knew I had the vlog post as well, but I wanted to get this other post in. So I ended up getting up 6 AM Saturday, you know, day off from work. So what do? Get up earlier than you do during the week normally for work. Makes sense somewhere, doesn't it? So did my coffee over the week posts, set that off and did all my many things I do to promote my posts, to get some decent kick rewards from them. So did that by about 9, I think. I was then on to creating the vlog, and it took forever. It took the whole day. I mean, it took a long time, but the thing is, because I've kind of turned it into this week's journey on Steemit and what I've done and interacted with and things like that, it's just become quite epic. So what I got basically was, you know, pretty much a large proportion of all the people I'd interacted with on Steemit during the week included in there, and I've got a link to the relevant posts that I was talking about and mention the people, and it's yeah, it just sort of went on and on and on. So that was the whole day. It took me very much nearly 12 hours, I think, to do that post, on and off with other things. So that was pretty damn epic, I think. But it seemed to go down well. I got some good response to it. Plenty of comments. I seem to get tons of comments nowadays. It's nice so many people sort of take the time out to leave a comment, whatever it may be regarding it or whatever else. So I mean, there is the danger, of course, if you're mentioning loads of people, that you're going to be seen as, you know, just sort of like trying to draw loads of people to your own post, because now there's quite a good notification system with the GinaBot thing through Discord. When you mention people, it kind of pings up that you've been mentioned and it'll drag them across. So you've got kind of a danger there. If you're mentioning a load of people in a post, you're just doing it to promote yourself and, you know, get your post seen more that way. But to be fair, the majority of the people I mentioned, I also linked to their posts that I enjoyed. So, you know, it wasn't just mentioning someone, it was linking to their work that others might find their work. And the other thing is, the majority of the people I was mentioning were accounts that were very, very tiny. So no doubt they would come to look at my post that had them in it. But benefit wise, you know, I wouldn't be doing it for the money, as it were. Oh, do you know, he's not got the cones out today. I might have someone come and tell me to shut up, stop talking and move out the pump way. So yes, that was that. So it went down well. Let's do Mr. Nellis, and then I can go and drop my parcels in before someone comes and tells me off. Can't be having that again, can we? So, Mr. Nellis, I'll say that quietly just in case anyone's listening. Mr. Nellis says, things to talk about on your vlog. Oh, hang on, just before I start. Bob, I got an early night last night, but I am a bit tired because I woke up like 3 AM. And then could I get back to sleep? I don't know, my brain was just going, you know, sometimes you get that, your brain won't switch off and you just won't go back to sleep even though you should be. So, so if I do look a bit tired, I don't feel all right. Actually, I felt all right all day, but I didn't, I was laid in bed for ages, just not sleeping. I could have been useful on Steemit, lying in bed, not sleeping, but I didn't, so there. Things to talk about in your vlog. The Swansea earthquake on Saturday. Yeah, I found out the cause of that. It was a farting unicorn. Oh dear, she won't watch this, so she'll not watch the video bit of this, so she'll not know I said that. And Richard's doing a window box gardening course starting on the 19th of April. That's very good, window box gardening. Very commendable, that'll be exciting. You can get to plant your plants and watch them grow and flower and blossom, which is always nice. Richard's been watching Hostage with Bruce Willis. It's a good film, actually. I do quite like that film. He's been to the Hepworth Inn. Oh, the Hepworth in Wakefield. The Hepworth in Wakefield. The Hepworth in Wakefield as a Pennine Magpie trip on Tuesday. So is the Hepworth, is that like a restaurant or something, or is it like a museum? I don't know. I'm not up on that. Could do a bit more info, Richard. He's also been to Tobury Carvery in Bradford with his dad on Tuesday evening, since his mum is in... Is that someone beeping at me, is it? God. His mum's in Lanzarote from Tuesday to Saturday. Lanzarote, very nice. Can't be bad for some, can it? I don't know. These councillors seem to do all right, don't they? Also, he saw a real Scooby-Doo at Harold Park on Wednesday afternoon. It's not easy reading off a watch, to be fair. Yeah, they're little tiny words. I'm getting old and blind. I can't see these things. Harold Park on Wednesday afternoon. Cadbury in a sticky mess with cream egg, as the correct way would have been Cremon John Suchet on Classic FM. What? To call it a creme egg with a coffee on Wednesday afternoon, and we call it coffee-a, yes. A broken teapot originally bought for £15 in Lincolnshire. This is a long one, Richard. In Lincolnshire, which will be for the Metropolitan Museum, New York. And John Suchet said, never mind the broken handle on Thursday afternoon. Well, they are broken handle, but it's still worth a load. Very good. Right, I need to go and drop my parcels off then. I think I better just roll forward a bit so I'm not in the way he thinks I'm going, but I'm not. So I'm going to go and drop my parcels, and then I will be back to continue the journey home. See you soon. Okay, I'm back. And we've got a big queue to get out, so not going to be in a rush leaving here by the looks of it. Everyone's leaving at once all of a sudden. So yes, the blog well, my vlog post on Steemit on well, you got big open space now, mate. Go for it, fly, everyone go on, woman. Yeah, we can fit out bags of room. Yeah, it went very well. It went down very well. It did take a long time, but you know, they are. So I think, yeah, it was near 9 o'clock. I actually posted it on a Saturday night. And then, of course, I've got to really do all the promotional stuff again and get on with getting about and commenting on more people's work as well and everything else. So it was quite a big deal in the end. Sunday, did some stuff around the house in the morning, and then went to my dad's in the afternoon. Oh no, we went out on Sunday because we went to Macro in Leeds, cash and curry, and in fact I'd been puzzling over what to do on Sunday night for Steemit, because I inadvertently started this Sublime Sunday tag, the sort of tag to post anything you fancy, and that's kind of ingrained now that I must do a post on Sunday to join in it with my own tag. So I've been trying to puzzle for ages what I was going to do, because I didn't want to do. I'd done time lapses for the previous two, the one where I actually came up with the sort of the tag name sort of with. Well, time lapses are clouds anyway, so I kind of thought about doing another time lapse, but of something else. Didn't quite know what, but something. But never really came to anything. So I was puzzling about it, and we're going around Macro and Leeds, and they've got like some live lobster tanks where you can buy live lobsters, and we're always going to have a look. The boys like having a look at the lobsters sort of just trundling about in the tank. I thought, I'll tell you what, I'll do some photos of that. That'll be with Sublime Sunday, because it's pictures of lobsters, so it's a bit weird, and so it kind of fitted the tag in, so I did that. And went to my dad's to cook him lunch on Sunday afternoon as usual, and snagged a photo of his back garden just to throw that in, something extra to fill the post out a bit, because I don't like them to be too missing of anything really. You know, I like to fill my work out a bit. So yeah.
Warning, risk zone, speed
yes,
limit, 30 miles per hour.
I shall make sure. Yes, we're good. So yeah, that was that. Work-wise, been pretty busy. Just quite a lot going on at the moment, and still really got to get an extra member of staff, which is causing me. Well, I mean, it's not causing me any headaches at the moment, because I haven't actually progressed to doing any of it, but I could do with getting on with it, because we've got stuff coming up that I'll need someone else there to do stuff when I can't be there. But still,
Warning,
we shall get on with it.
Speed limit, 30 miles per hour.
So other than that, had some new coffee in, got some Thailand coffee back in. I'm really pleased about that. That'll be next week's Coffee of the Week post. I've not actually done one this week, because I had a few nights off posting on Steemit. Well, off posting a blog post. I was on it all the time, commenting on other people's posts and doing stuff. Seem to be busy that way at least. But yeah, it's other than that, busy at work. But yesterday I was off all day work because I had another funeral to attend to. Seems to be happening a lot now that I'm attending funerals. So it's one of those things in life, isn't it? You get older, everyone else gets older, and then they start popping off. So it was my partner's sister's funeral actually. So I had the day off to go there and then take her to the wake, and then I helped sort some of the food out as well. And yeah, so day off then, so I had to do a lot of extra work on Wednesday to get caught up with that. Fortunately, one of the jobs I was doing, I was fixing the lamp on my my customer in Dean Clough down in Halifax on his roaster, because he'd had the problem with it a few weeks back, and the manufacturer's finally sent a replacement. So I was fitting that Wednesday night after I dropped him 3 sacks of coffee off as well, some bits and pieces. So I managed to get a few pictures of his coffee shop and make a bit of a post out of that for Steemit for the Market Friday tag actually, which I'm quite enjoying that tag. There's lots of interesting posts by people, just you know, see different markets and things in different places. So yeah, it's quite a nice tag to partake in if I can get chance. But also I'll just like reading through the tag and seeing all the people that have posted in it, because it can be quite fascinating really. So made a post out of that, which I did last night. Also had some quite big news in the morning yesterday. Obviously while I was off I'd got a bit more chance to pay attention to it, but it turns out that the sort of the big guy, not big guy, but, you know, a very powerful guy on Steemit who'd got ridiculously, he's got like 370,000 steam power, which is a huge amount really, and who had delegated all of it out to different small accounts. I had some, and there was many others. There was probably about 30 of us that had 5,000 steam power, each delegated to increase our upvote so that we could help promote other accounts and upvote other people with a sort of decent value. So it turns out he's now shut down that particular project, although he may recommence it again. I don't know. So he can pull back all of his steam power to start an entirely new battle, which is that of seems to be, he's been very secretive about it, but which is fair enough. I don't like any good warrior. Well, you do it in sports and whatever else, isn't it? You don't show your hand, isn't it? It's a bit like card playing, that sort of thing, where you don't show your hand till the last minute. So yeah, he's not really said what he's doing, other than he's going to war to take down a troll that's sort of stealing rewards from Steemit. So obviously abusing the system to get many rewarded posts, and then just pull all that money out of the system rather than put it in and support people with it. So that's quite exciting, but obviously for me it meant I dropped quite a large amount of steam power. Fortunately, I'd been paying quite a lot to build it up, knowing that this day would come, that it would happen, because he'd need to have it back at some point for just to have it back. It was his 5,000 steam power. It represents a large amount of cash, so in real money. So no doubt he was going to take it back. So I've been building up these leased steam power delegations to make my power up. So I've actually got 6,000 left. So he's taken 5,000 back. I've got 6,000 in paid for rented steam power. So I can actually have exactly the same upvote value as I had when he had delegated me, if I stop upvoting everyone for a period of time, because I've been on 40% upvote value, and as that goes down, the value of upvote you actually give, or potentially can give, drops as well. So I've been stuck on 40% since last November, since I got that 5,000. So I've never actually had the full upvote value I could have had. So what I've got to do now is recharge that to 100%, and then I'll get the real value back. So I'm on a sort of this thing of trying not to upvote people, and upvoting the ones that I always do upvote by very tiny proportions, and it's kind of just about getting there, but not really, because I just keep upvoting people still. I'm terrible for it. So yeah, I'm going to keep trying to work on that and build it up, but it could take quite a long while. It should only take 2.5 days if I didn't vote at all, but that's not going to happen. So it's going to take a lot longer, but I do need to recharge it back up, and then I'll get back to about $1.40 it should be. I'm on 75 cents at the moment, so it should get up to $1.40 when it's full. So that'll be reasonable. Right, I'm off in. So have a good weekend and week next week, and I'll catch you in next week's coffee vlog. Okay, see ya.